What's going on, everybody? Everybody to come, everybody. What's up, Langston Hughes? What's going on, everybody? It is Spicy Topics, and it is Wednesday night at 11:03 p.m. my time. I'm glad to be here. Glad you're here. Not going to be here long, but I feel good. I'm doing what I said I was going to do. The only way you get somewhere is to put in work. You know what I'm saying? Put in that work. And it's a couple things that I did want to talk about, but as I said I would, and as I wanted to do anyway, definitely want to get into Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion. We got to talk about them because Tory Lanez and Megan had an arraignment yesterday. Well, they had one because, as you know, or some of you may know, is that Tory rescheduled, him and his lawyer rescheduled. So I questioned that. Inquiring minds wanted to know because there was so much talk. Of course, people are talking. People always going to talk. People talk. I wanted to know. So I called the DA. Now, did they release the information? They did not, because they can't, because it's private, and they're not able to tell me why he rescheduled. But I'm going to go out there and say one of the person that answered the phone said that I was like, okay, you can't tell me why he didn't why he rescheduled, but can you tell me vaguely, like on a whole scale, why was somebody of his magnitude rescheduled? She said, well, due to coronavirus courts, or she said due to coronavirus symptoms, sometimes defendants reschedule. She actually used the word twice. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go out there and assume it possibly is due to him. I don't know, possibly, and it could be dead ass wrong, but he could have used the excuse that he had COVID symptoms, or maybe not. Speaking of which, I wanted to say this because I am subscribed to a lot of people that I find to be very smart. I like what turns me on about people is their brain. Looks are great. Looks are awesome. Everything can look good on the outside and be trash and nasty on the inside. And everything on the inside eventually comes out. So you stick around a person long enough, you'll begin to know who they really are. It might be funny and cute for a while, but later on, it might be the very thing that turn you off about that person. And that's the one thing I don't want to do with y'all. I don't want to turn you off. So there is a couple things I want to say before I get to Meg and Tory. Well, let's talk about what I was about to say. Is people, they have a tendency of taking coronavirus as a joke. I hear scholars, people that travel the world, people that educate people, speak at seminars, constantly downplay the magnitude of the damage that this coronavirus caused people or can cause people. The scary facts, and can y'all hear me? Can you hear me, Langston? I see the mic. The scariest thing about the coronavirus is that they don't even know the long-term effects that it will have on people. There are people that are saying they are no longer positive. They're now negative, and they still feel issues with breathing. They still have they're having these underlying health conditions that came from the coronavirus. So with this particular person that tells millions and millions of people and downplayed it from February on that coronavirus, COVID-19, or whichever way you choose to say it, is not serious. A small percentage of people die. Okay, only 221,000 or so people died, yes. One of which is my cousin within the last 2 weeks has passed away from this disease. I don't understand why you push the message that this is not a serious disease. The whole point is that it's a virus, and it's not a contained virus. This is a virus that can be caught through touching surfaces. It is known to be caught in the air. Like, you can just be going past somebody 5 seconds away from you, and you can actually take in those succulent little viruses, and they can multiply within your body, take over your immune system, make copies, and destroy your cells, and really harm you. And the thing is, how can you really say that it's not going to harm you? You don't know what it's going to do to the next person. How do you know the effect that virus is going to have on the next person? People are dying. People are dead. For real, they dead. We're talking about souls. We're not talking about numbers. We're talking about people's loved ones, people's kids, people's mothers, whatever, such and so on, that are cut off, that are right now in their next destination, and they not coming back. I just don't like hearing it, and I hear it mostly from these scholars and these people that are educators in the black community, and it's just sick and it's sad to me. Another thing that's sick and sad to me is not, I don't know if you, Langston, and I'm sorry to hear about that. I don't know if you a supporter of Trump, but I just don't understand how can you possibly support a man that you already know is evil. You already know not only is he evil, and not only are his ways, he gets mad and he takes it out on people. He withholds money. People are starving right now. I don't understand how Republicans can still cap for this guy, for lack of a better word. How can you cape for this man when y'all, the rich, had to go and they're hungry? They are in the unemployment lines. How can you cape for this man? I don't understand how your hate can be so strong for somebody black that you would cape for this man. That's what I don't get. So they make you choose. Okay, you have to choose between Joe Biden, the one that wanted to, he did not want to integrate white and black. He wanted to keep it. He felt that it's segregation to bring us together. Okay. We don't want to give him a chance because of his racial past. And Kamala, I guess because because of the mass incarceration bit. Well, I did a little bit of research, and I didn't get to see what I really want to see is the charges that these people that wanted to be released. What did they do? I think sometimes we got a tendency to think that just because you black don't mean you don't have to do no time if you do crime. That just because you black and we go through racism and oppression, that just because if you're stealing or if you are selling drugs, if you are just murdering or disobeying the law, the rules set for us all, that why should you be given a free ride? I don't get how that matches. Or do you want people to have justice? Do you think that people should pay for their crime? Or are you going to sing me that song that is just oppression of the black man or the black woman? Now, there is real oppression. One thing I'm afraid of is that sometimes we talk so much, we always scream and talk about every little thing that it desensitizes people from the real issues. They don't want to hear it. It sounds like it gives the energy, the tone that we're complaining, and we really just complain about everything we do for you. First of all, I don't like the sound of that, but that's how they feel. We want change. We deserve change. We deserve justice. We deserve to be treated fairly. You will treat me fairly. And if you disrespect me, you will get disrespected back. Fair. Isn't that fair? So it's not asking too much to ask for Black lives to matter. However, people are coming down on Kamala because why? Because her husband's white? Well, okay, that's not enough for me. It's not enough for me that the man is white. Okay, what is enough for me is he an evil white man? Is he a white man? I don't know his past. From what I'm hearing, there is some skeletons in his closet. But for me, I don't know the whole thing. All I know is what's in front of me. So far, Kamala talks what I like to hear. And I'm the type of person, if you do the crime, your ass gonna pay the time. I give you a chance. I give you a slap on the wrist. I give you a second chance. I might give you a third chance. I may give you a fourth chance. But if you live in a life of crime, you are hurting us. You are hurting the rest of us. Because what happens is they look at what you did because of your failure to grow, to be projective, to progressive, to get up out of the gutter and get off the street, get a job, and do what you are required to do as a human man and a woman. Because people fail to do what they're supposed to do and they get arrested. Now you have an innocent man walking down the street and he's found on a tree. And there's no justice when the police do an investigation real quick and say that this man committed suicide. And you got to march and march and march and march. And now it's becoming to where people are rioting. People are looting. People are burning things down because we can't have that you are hanging our people and telling us that they committed suicide. And that's not even a suicide we do. That's not our type of thing. We're not going to do it to where it hurt us. We're not going to do it to where we hanging from a tree. If a person in our demographic is trying to do that to themselves as awful and unfortunate, they're not going to do that. That's not our way. That's not our MO to kill ourselves by hanging ourselves. So that's BS. The whole point I'm saying is I think that the black community, right? I think that it's time to stop using these conspiracy theories, because the first thing some of you was saying, black people can't catch it. We got melanin, so we can't catch it. I went to the 7-Eleven around my house during February, March, and black guys in there with the Indian guy. I mean, we got our mask on. We got our mask on because we not stupid. We not stupid. We're stupid. You got a virus that's out here living in the air that can survive on surfaces. We don't know anything about this. This is killing people. This is making people sick. Do you understand that this virus goes into the body and it targets the respiratory system? Have you ever been choked to where you could not breathe? Why would you want something to even enter your body where you don't know if the thing is going to choke you up and hurt you to breathe and finally destroy you? This thing has a tendency to attack underlying issues. What about those smokers, those people that damage their lungs? I was a smoker. I was a cigarette smoker. I smoked a vapor now, and that ain't healthy, but that's what I do. So I have to protect myself because this is a problem where this virus likes to attack the very walls of the underlying issues. So if you have issues in your blood, it's coming for your circulatory system, which means that it's coming for your heart. If you have issues in your reproductive organs, it's coming for your fallopian tubes. It's coming for your blood. It's coming for your hormones. It's coming, I don't know, it's coming for you. Your respiratory system, it attacks the lungs. It can cause pneumonia. Why is Trump? Well, I've never hated anybody. But I have found myself praying and telling God himself, I hate that nigga. Lord, take the nigga out of here. That's what I found myself saying. And I had to ask God to help me because it has come to the place. This man is in front of us every day, giving us briefings of bull crap, telling us lies, not wanting to shut down, not wanting to show as an example to wear a mask, something as simple as that, as humane. He's egotistical. I just see him as a big baby with a pamper on, not wanting to show an example. And then you got your own people talking so stupid that we can't catch it because of our melanin. That is a lie. You know what they did with that? What I peeped after they kept saying that. That's when they turn it around on your ass. Not only can you catch it, but you dying from it more. And since they started Trump started to say that his task force would say that, not Dr. Fauci, Dr. Birx tried to clear it up and say, well, they're not catching it more, they're dying from it at greater proportions. But Trump was blasting at his people that hate black people, was the people y'all caping for, black people. Some of you are caping for Trump. Why? I don't know. But after they were doing that, all of a sudden China hears that, and now they're kicking the Nigerians out of their own homes over there in China. By the numbers, they're on the streets. They're not treating them at hospitals. They're denying them. Italy hears it. Italy is not helping them at hospitals. I'm watching videos of people getting kicked at Nigerian because they black, getting kicked out of hospitals and can't breathe, can't get the ventilator, can't get any help. This is all as a result of ignorance. So this, again, is what I don't understand. Why is a scholar, why is a man that teaches people and run a world telling people, downplaying something that can kill your ass, something that can put you on your ass, something that can hurt you in the long term? Trump think he well, he's not well, y'all. Don't be fooled. He was on steroids. So yes, y'all remember them football players, right? That was a lot of times they was in the news for getting stuck on steroids. Hey, Miss G. Steroids. A stimulator, something that's giving you a false strength. So this is what he was on. He had doctors that was giving him this medication that you're not, it's not given to you. It's not given to us. So as he sit up there with his nasty ass, now I look at him totally different. After this man he got coronavirus, knowing he got it, and goes to a debate with Joe Biden. Because he knew that specific day he did not take a test. He didn't take a test to see if he had coronavirus. He said he was late. So he did not take it. He had it. The symptoms do not show, they say, until you're in your week or 2-week mark. When it becomes more advanced, for most people, the symptoms do not show right away. Not even a week later, this man, not even a good 1 to 2 weeks later, this man has coronavirus. He had it. He had it. No, he had it. He go for infest. This is a nasty guy. This is a nasty guy. Everybody in a suit that thinks they better than everybody that got money in their pocket, they not better than you. They not. Their heart is filthy and their physical is filthy. I can imagine he go to the bathroom and don't wash his hands and then touch you. That's how nasty I see him as. The moral of the story is it's time to stop, just leave the conspiracy theories alone. If you can't back your conspiracy theory or your theory up with facts, it's nothing and it's ignorant. It's ignorant. Keep your theory in a book. Keep it in your own book. Unless you can really prove something like that. This is very serious. And ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss. Not only is black people being brutalized everywhere. Excuse me, YouTube, but I feel that there's special giving. I was so depressed the other day, and I don't like being depressed. I shakes it off. Do you understand that I look at my analytics on YouTube, and I remember I had got $30,000 views overnight on a Snoop Dogg video, and I had never got that many views, period. Never in the overnight, never. And I remember I was so excited, so happy. And I checked and I got $1 and some change. But there's this YouTuber who I love. I love her. I like looking at her. I love the way she speaks, and she helps me. She educates me. She's white. Catherine Manning. She talks about her paycheck every month. Every month she's getting $9,000, $5,000, and she does YouTube videos. There's racism everywhere. We go through it everywhere. The last thing you want to be is hard on your own. Hard on your own in a way where you are brutalizing them. When it comes to hard on your own because you care or you want them to do better because you're tired of them doing bad, then I understand it. Healthy discipline. But no, they are already hard on us. And that's why I like to, why I'm keeping up with Megan Thee Stallion. And that's why I'm keeping up with Tory Lanez. These are both two black people. And I have to say this. When it came to R. Kelly, R. Kelly, I'm going to tell you right now, I was hard on them girls, and I'm sorry. I was hard on them girls the way I was. I cussed them out. I tore them down. And it's funny because I got a lot of subscribers from being ruthless, from being nasty and being ruthless and being disrespectful and talking about them. These are girls that say this man did something to them. And I was hard on them. And although I still do not and will not and refuse to believe that they were raped, I will say this. If I could do it again, I would do it a different way. I wouldn't tear them down that way. I might slip up here and there and be harsh because some of that is BS. But to be hard, it's hard when you're dealing with, you got to come against somebody. Somebody's going to get it, Somebody's going to get it. And in this case, Megan Thee Stallion is getting it from everybody. Her own people, Tory Lanez, they're taking his side. Everything Megan do, she gets crucified for it. Everything she say, it's a motive behind it. It's like she can't do nothing for her own people, slices her. Her own people slanders her, and they don't care about her. It's when it comes to beautiful, confident, and strong black women, your own people are going to hate you. They're going to hate you. I don't know what it does to them. I don't know. When I look at her picture here, that's why I chose the picture. And when I do Megan, I got to put something pretty for her. I got to make the background. I do my best. I'm not you. I don't do what you do. I do what I do. And right now, my best is this best. When I change and go to the next level, that's my best. I'm going to tell you, I do that because she deserves it. She's beautiful. She is. And so I only want to surround her with that. I don't understand why. Somebody know? Like, why do black women, they go praise Cardi B? I just be saying it all the time. They praise that girl. That girl has done some nasty things. It makes me feel like the girl don't wash her behind. That's what I mean, nasty. She's done some shady things. People have witnessed her being just dirty. Somebody that you would look past, turn away from. Somebody that you probably will be fighting. Real people came out against that girl and they had proof. And yet and still black people still had her back. But they tear down their own so fast. They don't even get a chance to open their mouth. Nicki Minaj went through hell. Why? Because she's smart, because she's intelligent, because she did it on her own. Now, I'm sure she had help. You know, she had Wayne, of course. She had help, but she put the pen to the pad and she spent time. She didn't have a baby. And not that there's nothing wrong with it. Hell, there's nothing wrong with it. But I'm just saying she put sacrifice to her work and she put her time in work. And don't you know they tore her down for that? Why? Because she can come out and rap you out your damn seat? Why? Oh, I don't like the way she act. Well, how she act? She act like Nicki. Why you gotta like how she act? Are you listening to the song? Why is the first thing you talking about is how she act? Why are you not? It's not about how she act. It's not about all of that. It's really about the rap. And that's where they got it mixed up these days in the music industry. They make it, these little girls out here, they all do anything. Cardi put a picture up of a bikini, a pink bikini the other day. Very cute bikini. I like the color of it. It just popping on her complexion. Popping. Tan complexion. Dark tan complexion. And I saw after that, I did see Megan wear one. But you know what? I can't really say nothing because I saw Megan with the swoop ponytail. Then I seen Cardi with it because you saw Megan on the music video in Cardi. Megan, before that, Megan had the swoop ponytail when she told about Corey the purple hair. And here they just do what they see each other do. There's nothing unique about you. There's nothing original about you. There's nothing special about you. Who are you? Why every time I see you, I see her? But when a Nicki came out, who they say, yes, she did dress. Yes, okay, we passed. She did it. She looked like she wore some of the stuff Kim wore. Yes, she did. I have to give her that. But when it came to the skill, unmatched. And it's not that we need to compare Nicki to a Cardi. Why do we got to? Why are they focused on who's better? Who's better? Who's the more popular? It's not a popularity contest per se. It's about your skill. Why can't I just play my music and I bang to me? I hear Cardi, I hear Nicki, I throw on something. You know, why do I gotta judge? Oh, I can't listen to Cardi. I can't listen to her because I'm with Nicki. Nicki didn't say do that, and yet her fans are doing that. Her fans are causing problems and it's reflecting on her. And the black woman going to get the worst of it. They can cut that shit out. They can cut it out. They need to cut that out. Back to the subject. So, before I get to that, I want to show you my point. Jason Lee, who got his start. I saw him from Love and Hip Hop. I ain't see him on number from Love and Hip Hop first. Jason Lee has always had something negative to say about Nicki. But first, now, he don't say nothing at all about Cardi. Light skin Jason Lee, mind you. And there's nothing wrong with light skin, but there is something wrong with people who think that they are better or think that they are on a different superior level or just worship, even people that worship light skin. Because this is why I really think that it is. I think that those women, most of them women feel that Cardi is a god to them because of her skin complexion. I really do. Oh, she got my spirit. She act like me, like she black, so she one of me. Oh, yeah. Look at how she act. Cardi is so beautiful. They worship her. But yet, Cardi had surgery in her face. Nicki didn't. Nicki's just beautiful. But who is Cardi looking like now? It just makes no sense. First of all, you shouldn't be worshiping no man anyway. That's not going. But I'm just saying, I am so over it. It cringes me. I cringe. I cringe at the very sight. All right, so while I'm talking, let me go ahead and pull up this video with Jason Lee talking about. So Cardi B had a birthday party. I'm sure y'all know. I'm sure most of you, she had her birthday party, which was really nice, really nice. She did it up, and she had Jason. It was a lot of people there. Megan Thee Stallion was there. Jason Lee, all of them. Jason Lee and Megan Thee Stallion don't mix. But let me go ahead and show you what Jason had to say about Megan. Now, in this particular, I've been having issues with my system, y'all. So hopefully the screen share junk works. Let's see. Hold up. All right, let's see.
At every table. There was no bar because of COVID, but everybody that came in with their mask and sat down at their table with their people in their bubble had their alcohol. Baby, when I tell you that she sees EJ in the party, and she, from what I heard, I didn't see this part, but she flips him off from across the room. So EJ's like, "What's up?" And he's talking to her, whatever. So she comes over to EJ, and all I see is all this, right? All of this in the face, whatever. And EJ's trying to explain himself, and they having a.
And of course, he's talking about Megan.
Guess what, baby? The two of them ran into each other at the party. And I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm telling you this as a first-hand observer. I love to drink. I haven't drank a lot in the last several months because, you know, I've had surgery, I've had all types of other things, and COVID and everything, and I haven't had nowhere to go. But I did sip a little during the party, and alcohol was flowing throughout the entire party. There were liquor, there was bottles at every table. There was no bar because of COVID, but everybody that came in with their mask and sat down at their table with their people in their bubble had their alcohol. Baby, when I tell you that she sees EJ in the party, and she, from what I heard, I didn't see this part, but she flips him off from across.
Oh, my phone. Hold up. Damn, this thing. I hope it didn't start over.
Guess what, baby? The two of them ran into each other at the party. And I'm going to tell you this, and I'm telling you this as a first-hand observer. I love to drink. I haven't drank a lot in the last several months because you have security. Everybody has security. There's security everywhere. And they this, and this. Megan was drunk as hell and super aggressive.
I'm glad he paused because I have to turn the volume up. But if that's move the thing around, then it's going to stop the Instagram. Absolutely, Langston. And you know what? I wanted to say that I try to be fair because I know there's people, and you can already hear them. You can already hear them in the spirit saying, she did copy off a Lil Kim, and I mean, just to cut them out and shut them out. No, just to cut them out, not shut them out, because they have a valid opinion. Absolutely, I don't think she copied. She is from Queens. She is from a more faster paced place than I'm from, and I don't know. I do feel like she did get some of her some idea from what's going on over there. Some of her trend could have came from Nicki. They was kind of clicked up at the same time. Well, not so much cool, but I know that Lil Kim had just got out of jail and she was working with Baby, and Nicki was working with Lil Wayne, who was tied to Baby. So, and what was crazy is Nicki was willing to do a song with Lil Kim. They had a song which did not go anywhere. I believe that Lil Kim started seeing herself in Nicki in some ways, and she became jealous, or maybe it wasn't at first a jealousy, or it could have been. I gotta stop giving people. Everybody don't get the benefit of the doubt, because I don't feel jealous feelings about people. I don't let that happen. Maybe there was feelings that I'm being replaced. I come out of jail and here you go, you taking my style. Now you trying to be me. She probably really thought that in her head, and that's a tough thing to be clear. So everybody, well, you can't really say that. Nicki has been consistent about how she dressed. She's sharp. She can dress. She brought the colorful hair. She kept the trend going, and she's, so they can't even judge that anyway, because that's what they do now, and they don't say anything about Cardi. Cardi or mulatto or Cuban da or Asian da. None of them. Even Megan, and I kind of see Megan has her own hairstyles going on. I think Megan has her own type of style. I mean, everybody's gonna dress sexy if you're a woman. That's just what we do. So just because the woman dressed sexy, we cannot say that they're copying off of somebody. That's just absurd, So no. Somebody else had a comment. Hey, 99. Oh, you can't hear. See, that's what I'm gonna turn this. I'm gonna turn it up because I couldn't stop it earlier, or else it was gonna mess up the whole thing. All right, so where is it? Let me see something. See if I move. Okay, 1 second. What am I doing? Oh, I gotta play it first. Okay. Now cut it up.
Security. Everybody has security. There's security everywhere.
You can hear it. I can't believe it.
Megan was drunk as hell and super aggressive, and she's a big girl. She's a big girl, and when you got a big girl stand over,
I'm gonna stop it, but I want to make sure that you can hear what this thing.
So they doing all this. Baby, out of nowhere, JT from the City Girls runs over, and she's all up in EJ's face, and she's trying to get him.
All right, let me stop that. Okay. So the point is, that sounds sick. Okay. All right, let's see if we can.
Everybody has security. There's security everywhere. And they this, and this. Mind you, I stay being City Girls up. All
right, so I'm not even going to play. The point of the matter is, because I know most of y'all saw that, maybe we'll play it later, but the whole point is, bam, Jason Lee has always said something about Megan. Why? He said why. I believe he said it during one of these videos on Instagram, because before Cardi and Megan did a song, they were all at this barbecue thing or whatever gathering, and it was not all of them. It was actually him, Jason Lee, and it was Megan Thee Stallion was there, and he confronted her and he asked her. He called Cardi while he went to go take his fat funky slop. Okay, let me be nice. While he took his ass, because I don't like how he coming at Nicki. I can't be nice to you, Jason, because you keep coming at Nicki. And let me tell you something. I like gay people. I love them. I love the LGBT community because they people. They're human. I don't care. That's who you want to be. That's who you are. I love you. Some of you are my favorite. But there's a difference between that, a person that's not. It's certain people like Jason that is an exaggerator. He's a trouble starter. He's a drama starter. And he just nasty. That's the type I don't like. You start the drama. He brings himself over to Megan, and he calls Cardi. So you kind of bombard her at an event, and you just call Cardi and put her on the spot. This is right after Megan had did the song Hot Girl Summer. Was it Hot? With Nicki. With Nicki. She had just did it. He's the mess. He is the mess. He's the mess. The mold, the mess, the whatever. He started it. He started that part where Megan, him having an issue with Megan. Megan don't have no issue with you. She don't really want to deal with you. She don't want to deal with you. So now he says early on this thing that he feel like Megan should respect him. Megan should respect him because he feel responsible for them doing WAP together. Because if he had not talked to Cardi, it wouldn't be a WAP. That's you. This is my thing. This is what I hate when people do. And don't let people do this. Don't let people project on you. Like you took yourself, your desire was for them to do a song. It came to fruition. And now you want credit. I ain't asked you to do this. I don't like, that's like somebody giving you something, asking you, do you want something? I'm going to order you something. And then when you get it, and then the next day y'all talk, You didn't buy me nothing. You never buy me nothing. And you offered. You offered. You're not gonna hold against me because your heart felt led to do something for me. Let me, and Megan knows that he keep talking about her online and on Instagram. This is not the first time. So why would I even talk to you? Wouldn't I be fake? If I talk to you, if I hi Jason, or I mean, the only thing I will do is come to you like he's talking about. She approached EJ. I don't know what that was about. EJ, her ex-stylist. He's saying that he heard because he's all in that. He don't know what really happened. He's hearing it from third parties. They didn't tell him themselves that I know of. He said they. So the same way. If anything, she should approach you and ask you, why can't you keep her name out your mouth if it ain't good? If it's not congratulations, what's my name doing in your mouth? It's always something to talk down on me or to try to tear my reputation down. You know what the thing with Megan though? Megan is an Aquarius. Aquarius people, they are social people. One day we're going to have an astrology live. Pardon me. These people are the last sign. No, it's Pisces the last, but they are the new age. They say we're in the time of Aquarius, the time of knowledge and education, so she is a person that is a part of socialization, a social sign. She's a group sign. She's a connecting sign. She's an air sign, which means she's an intellectual. She has to think, she has to talk. She has, that's why she's always around people. She has a lot of friends, because she's being true to her nature. But the problem with that is that you're going to end up somebody can hurt me, right? Excuse me. Again, somebody can hurt me and I get really, really hurt, real offended, and I won't never talk to you again, ever. Or I choose, whichever the case, I choose to talk to you when I want to talk to you. They could hurt me. Megan might get hurt and she just talk to you again and trust you again because she's just a social butterfly. She has to watch who she hangs around. Look at her at the party with this guy who only wants to talk, spy her out, probably watching her all night like a fucking stalker. Weirdo. Watching her to have something to talk about on his show. Just to talk bad about her. That's what I don't like. Everything. He's talking about who? JT fighting. He's talking about Megan fighting. But you never have anything to talk about Cardi. What do you have to say to criticize Cardi B? Because Cardi B got a lot of stuff. There's a lot of things she did. When are you going to criticize her? But they're not. You know why? Because Cardi B is that girl that they aspire to be. The girl that they can never be. They can't be. And she ain't, black. They say Cardi's black. Cardi's Latina, and it's fine. She's beautiful. She might have some black in her because she do have some DNA look to her. But that's not her race, okay? And that's what I'm seeing. 99 said Hip Hop Hunger Games. I know it was so low. It was so low. I don't know why. The volume, I turned the volume up. So, it just be little annoyances. Let me see something.
All the city girls and JT, everybody pointed out that JT's face was looking very non-trustworthy. And I ain't gonna lie, I read her vibe. I could tell, she probably didn't want to get close to me because of what she's heard. A lot of people buy into what they hear and then they start acting weird and it makes me weird and then all of a sudden we not cool, right? So JT, I believe, had too much to drink. Are you ready for this, T? Because I can't even believe it. JT wants to take a picture with Megan. So she takes her cell phone. And you know how sometimes your screen gets dirty? She then rubbed it on Tommy.
Trifling.
She rubbed her phone on Tommy's Gucci. Now, this is Tommy from Love and Hip Hop. Y'all know goddamn well Tommy don't fucking play. She started rubbing her phone on Tommy. Me and City Girls up. When I saw the City Girls and JT, everybody pointed out that JT's face was looking. Tommy goes the fuck off and she checks JT and then JT tries to check Tommy and then all of a sudden commotion. where they then had to talk, and I've understood that they've pieced it up and they've moved on. But JT took the phone and wiped it on the girl like she was an armrest. Tommy goes the fuck off, and she checks JT.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, that is nasty. I don't know. I can't confirm that. Shout out to the neighborhood talk too. Always got to give respect and credit to the author because you want them to give respect and credit to you. It does not feel good when people don't do that. So now let's jump into Megan, since she's the topic of discussion. Oh yeah, before I do that, one more thing to go ahead with my example. Like I said, Cardi has always done things. As a matter of fact, there was some controversy with her. I didn't even pull up all the stuff. Maybe another night. But she had, in one point, they caught Hennessy's old Twitter page where she has a baby, allegedly a baby. It was addressed, my sister's having a baby and I'm going to be an auntie, and also that Cardi was a different age. I don't know if that's true, but honestly, I believe it could be true. I don't believe nothing she say. I got to see her. I don't believe her. You lied to me once, you're a liar to me. You can lie. You are capable of telling lies. And she has done that repeatedly. Then her boob, she got this picture of her breasts out. I didn't know it can do that because every time I go to take a picture on Instagram, it makes me tap next. It tells me to choose which way I want it to look, and I tap next. But maybe is that different? Like, is there a I don't know. Maybe it's a difference. But so apparently she said that Cardi said that she accidentally uploaded her breasts. I think it could have been an accident because it didn't look flattering at all. It actually looked disgusting. It looks disgusting. Something that she don't need to show. That's her personal, private business. So yeah, let me show y'all because like we're gonna be short tonight. We're gonna be short. I wanted to go to Jason Lee 2 years ago when he talked about Nicki Minaj and play a little bit of him, how he talked about my Nicki. You know, when Nicki, who is not doing nothing but right now raising her baby, doing what she's supposed to do. Her name keeps coming up. They just keep coming up. They wanted to be so bad that Cardi was talking about Nicki to do a song with her. I don't understand why that's so important for y'all. Just leave the woman alone. Leave the woman. I mean, why do you want to pull Nicki into a song with Cardi B? You want to be her fan so much that you feel like you would be disloyal to Cardi if you just say, okay, damn, I want to be Nicki's fan again. If I go to listen to Nicki now, I'll be disloyal to Cardi. So if they do a song together, then I can be loyal to Cardi. Yay. I don't know if that's the case, but it's really crazy. Okay. Let me keep it moving. I want to show back 2 years ago of him, the same person, talking about Nicki. Like, I don't like a man like that. I don't like a man like that talks about women, that don't have enough heart to talk about a man like that. Like, where's your heart? You talk about a woman. You focus on women. That I don't understand that. Never will. Waiting for this ad to pass. All right, here we go. I'm going to just start it right here and show you just a piece of this so you understand what I'm talking about. Bam. Bam.
I don't know. It's remarkable. So here we are. So let's get into some hot topics. And so, Jerusalem, what's going on?
You know what everybody's talking about right now. Nicki versus Safari. So Nicki dropped her Queen album on Friday, and everybody's talking about it. And there's one particular song called
Come See About Me.
Come See About Me. And they're saying, the Barbs was telling Safari to go listen to the song. He goes listen to the song, and then he releases a tweet like, damn, she got me crying like a bitch. So fast forward to yesterday, she does an interview, hashes things out with Funk Flex, but then she's kind of like opening up and saying that's during their relationship, Safari was basically living off of her. He didn't want to get a job. His family was criticizing her for pursuing a rap career.
This is my problem. And I'm not playing this whole thing. I'm just playing a little piece. But my problem is, during this time, I was watching Love and Hip Hop heavy. Them little dumb girls that get their style from Nicki, she influenced them to want to be a rapper because this is before Cardi was rapping. She was on a show during this time. So you got Mariah Lynn, you got Brittany F. You have them that really wanted to really be Nicki, wanted to be like her, be as far as be a rapper, a successful rapper that talks raunchy and dressed sexually. They was out of the blue just attacking Nicki. Just their jealousy was unhinged. Their jealousy. She did nothing to them. She don't even address them. What the So why they were attacking her? Why are they not referencing the people that was attacking her? They're only referencing Safari and why Nicki wrote the song in the first place. You had Safari was he, even when he's dating his current Erica, she was talking reckless about Nicki for no reason. You don't know me. I wouldn't even talk to you. If I did know you, I would look at you and make sure you see me look, and I would turn away.
And we all know where things lead. They broke up. And so now Safari just took to Twitter, and it's kind of just turned into this back and forth war of words between these two former lovers. And it got ugly to where Nicki revealed that she paid to get his hairline. She paid to get his hairline done. And Safari's like, no, she didn't pay to get it done. Well, me and Tiger went to the same doctor. It's like really messy now. So...
Well, let me first start by saying that, and I'm going to preface what I'm going to say with, I love Nicki Minaj's artistry. I love her as an artist, and I think that she came into the rap game at a time where, you know, the women in rap had kind of disappeared. You know, back in the day when I was growing up, you had Queen Latifah, MC Lyte, Moni Love, Lady of Rage, Foxy Brown, Little Kim, Missy Elliott, Salt and Pepper. I mean, the list of them. And if you think about it, during the era of Nicki Minaj, there was only one.
Yeah.
And Queen Latifah did an interview at Hot 97, and she basically said that's because the industry only allowed one. They only played one. They only promoted one. It was a Nicki world. They created Nicki world. Well, now we live in a Cardi world. Cardi B came out of nowhere, extremely relatable.
Queen Latifah didn't even want to give Nicki any type of praise or applaud her. They can't. They so hateful and jealous. I'm telling y'all, you are going to deal with this in your life. People are just simply not going to be able to stand you. You have done nothing to them. All you did was exist and be creative. You're different. You're original. You're not them. You do things that is actually nice, just creative, original. People get jealous of you. Latifah didn't want. Let's hear what he have to say, and then we moving on to Megan.
I think tapped into the pulse of what women wanted to hear at the time. She gave music that men could bop their head to, and none of us knew what the fuck a Bodak Yellow was, but we sang it and rapped it and performed it, and we loved it. We loved our red bottoms. So here we are. I said, if Nicki Minaj don't come out with a hit album, she's fucked. And she dropped Queen.
And that's the thing. Why do you immediately have to? Why are you so rooting for one person that you automatically your focus is you're rooting for her, yet somebody's got to be on top and the other there's only one. His whole, he's the one. He is one of them. Why does Nicki have to fail because Cardi win? That was a lot of their attitudes. But they blame it on Nicki. If I feel something because of how you're treating me, mistreating me, if you're mistreating me and I feel feelings about that, I've been knowing y'all been knowing me. I've worked with, if I'm Nicki, I've been working with most of y'all in the industry. I've helped you. Basically got on your album. I did. Got on your album, got you that hit. And when you get a Cardi B, you are starting this conversation, not me. You are you better come out with an album or you're finished. Like they watch Nicki and they're the ones projecting their feelings on her. She didn't come out saying, I better get a #1 album or I'm finished, or Cardi B is not me. Cardi B is not good. Cardi B She didn't show jealousy to Cardi. She reacted to what the people was how they were treating her. Know the difference.
There are a couple delays, and it's a great album. I love the album. I listened to every single song. Now, I won't lie. It's not an album that I can listen to all the way straight through like I can Cardi.
Right.
Cardi's is one that you can push play and let every song play. You can go to the the Carnival in Brazil. You can be over with I Like It Like That. You can go to the Bodak Yellow at the strip club. It has a variety. Be careful. There's so many.
It was a nice album.
Different varieties
Nicki's
of,
was a nice
of
one too.
sounds and
It was a
experiences
nice
in that album that I personally like, and I'm speaking personally. Now, when you listen to Nicki's album, Ganja Burn, love that song. Bad, love that song. Definitely going to be in the top 40, and it's definitely going to be a mainstream hit because Ariana's on it, and Nicki. It was a great song. But there's
Good
so
form,
much sneak
too.
dissing in the album that I don't understand why, or at least the perception that it's sneak dissing. That it's just like it seems like Nicki's mad, And these interviews are
And
not
that's
helping.
all I want to hear. His whole perception, that whole world it's like, imagine that. Imagine the entire world. You were once their greatest. You were once, you put them where, as far as in your perception of your mind, into a pedestal. You thought this person was really talented. You applauded them for nothing more than what they have earned. And then because somebody else comes out who is a replica of you, who was put in by their record label to take you out by way of being behind the scenes. First of all, you have writers. Cardi she's not a writer of her own hits. She's not, and if she is a writer, she didn't write most of them, and you can look up the writing credits. That song later on, we now know that Queen Yella Fella, I think it's Queen Fina, she gave that song to Atlantic years ago. She played it for them. She's a songwriter. And that's what Bodak Yellow, great song, hit, but that was not her creativity, and I don't respect that. So it's a lot more to the story. Was there any jealous feelings? I don't know. If there was jealous feelings. I don't think Nicki has jealous feelings. I don't think that's what it is. I don't think Nicki was wishing she could be Cardi. I don't think Nicki was like looking at it as what's jealousy? Wanting something that's not yours. Jealous or hating somebody for something that you don't have that they have. Nicki don't have those feelings. I think it was a lot to do with how the industry was treating her. How people like Jason was looking at her, putting pressure on her, putting a microscope on her, and already deeming her as jealous when that's not what it is. Cardi lied about things. She insinuated. Bitch, fuck you. I couldn't have been Nicki. You would have known how I felt, because I would have told you, to your face. Okay, so that's all I wanted to say. My point is these people continue to plot. They plot, He is a hater. Hey, K baby. Hey, Tasha. He's absolutely a hater. And don't even say you love me. He always say, I do love Nicki, but I don't want your love. Because now it's not Nicki no more. Now you on Megan. Now you want to talk bad about Megan. You are a female. These men, sometimes they want to be women so bad. Like, that is so nasty. You want to be a woman that you doing it wrong, baby. You ain't doing it right. We don't be messy like that. You got it wrong. And I'm not talking about all the LGBTQ. I'm talking about people like Jason, who goes to a party and goes stalking a celebrity, and his real agenda and motive was not for Megan. He wanted Cardi to get a hit. He used Megan. He wanted to use Megan to help Cardi. At the same time, how do I know? Look how he acting now. That was his intentions. That's his intentions played out. He just wanted to use Megan for him to get some type of credit, finder's credit or something. And then he wanted to give Cardi, the one that he praises, that hit. They use us, and that's what I'm saying, okay? So let's go ahead and get into Tory and Megan, okay? Tory and Megan had an arraignment yesterday. And it was set for yesterday, but it was rescheduled. What is the purpose for an arraignment is simply to formally read the charges to the defendant. Defendant is Tory. To read the charges and give him the chance to plead not guilty or guilty. Now, let me ask you, if I'm not guilty, why would I need to reschedule? If I'm not guilty and I didn't do it, I didn't shoot you, why can't I stand before a judge and court officials and say I didn't do it? because there wouldn't be an evidence you can find that can place me as the perpetrator, right? But he did not go to court. He didn't go to court, and he rescheduled. And like I said, I told you I called up to the court because I wanted to know, not the court, but the DA. They can't tell you. But what she did allude to is that she said that sometimes they say they have coronavirus symptoms. So I'm thinking, did he call us? Because he didn't show, but he did call. So let's go ahead to the footage. I'm gonna show the footage of the court so you can hear it for yourself. I don't want you to play yet. Don't play. Oh, you can play. I didn't know I still had y'all seen my email and everything. Okay.
Arraignment in the Daystar Peterson matter. All parties are present. Mr. Peterson is joining us by telephone. We are here today for arraignment. Counsel, what is the request?
Request permission. We ask to continue the arraignment with the time waiver to November 18th.
People? The people are also requesting that bail be set to schedule in the amount of $190,000. Counsel, do you have a bond agent present to meet that bail?
Yes, he's present in the court and prepared to post the bond.
All right. The court, having heard no unusual circumstances to justify a deviation, will order the bail be set in the amount of $190,000. And Mr. Peterson, it's my understanding that there is a bondsperson present who is going to post this bond on your behalf at this time. The current bond of $35,000 is exonerated. Mr. Peterson, the court is in receipt of a waiver of defendant's personal presence form. This form appears to have been signed by both you and your attorney. Did you sign this form, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Prior to signing the form, did you discuss it in detail with your attorney, and did she answer all of your questions?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand that you have the right to be present in court at every stage of litigation in this case, and agree that when the court permits, your client may appear in court on your behalf without you present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand that you must be present at any time the court orders you to be present for any substantive hearing, for any preliminary hearing, for any trial, or for any disposition in this matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
The 977B waiver form has been lodged and is formally accepted by the court pursuant to the emergency court rules adopted by this court. 977B is approved for the next court date. Mr. Peterson, you have the right to a speedy arraignment. You could be arraigned today. Do you understand that right and agree, as your attorney is requesting, that your arraignment be continued until November 18th?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel join?
I do.
And Mr. Peterson, should your attorney appear on your behalf without you present at the next court date, do you explicitly give her the right to enter a not guilty plea on your behalf if that is what she chooses to do?
If that's what she chooses to do, Your Honor.
The court is now going to turn to the protective order. The people are requesting a protective order listing Megan P. as the protected party. Please listen very carefully, Mr. Peterson. You must not harass, strike, threaten, assault, follow, stalk, molest, destroy, or damage personal or real property, disturb the peace, keep under surveillance, or block movements of the protected person. You must not own, possess, buy, or try to buy, receive, or try to receive, or otherwise obtain a firearm or ammunition. In the Daystar Peterson matter.
Okay, so that was very hard to hear. And shout out to the Shade Room. This is what they posted. Very hard to hear. So it says, Roomies, we have footage from inside the courtroom of Tory Lanez's hearing, confirming our exclusive from this morning. We were there when the judge allowed him to push back his arraignment to November 18th. Megan Thee Stallion is set to release her Fashion Nova line. The judge also ordered Tory to stay away from Megan Thee Stallion. Oh, so she's releasing her Fashion Nova line on November 18th. Isn't that weird? I'm telling you, I would not want to be in the industry. It's just too many games, politics, too much for me. But I would like to know, what do y'all think? Why do you think he rescheduled his arraignment? It's only an arraignment. And why he got bail? He got bail, $190,000 again. He's definitely a no-show. He did a phone court call. So, like I said, if he was innocent, wouldn't he just say he's innocent? Would he just be more willing to plead not guilty? If I didn't plead not guilty, then that's probably because I would have to say that I am guilty and I don't want to face going to prison. And I don't want to admit to something I didn't do. But if I don't admit to something, then that's saying I'm not guilty. That means that they should not find anything that can be held against me. So I find it a little suspicious, very suspicious, because I think that he did what it said that he did. That's what I think. What happened, what led up to that, I don't know. I could speculate. But what we do have is him being charged for felony assault with a firearm, and also for a firearm charge, unregistered gun, auto semi-automatic weapon or something like that, semi-automatic weapon. So why do you think Tory wanted to reschedule? And I believe that he did. I believe he called and said he did have coronavirus symptoms, because the lady made me think that, but I could be wrong about that. Tory also, he could be embarrassed and not confident. Otherwise, he know he had court. So why change at the last minute? You already knew you had so much time to prepare. There shouldn't be anything that came. You had time to go to make a video. You had time to do that. Yeah, you had time to record and release a 17 track album. So for you to know in advance you had a court date, everybody was talking about it. So yeah, I'm led to think that you just embarrassed and you don't want people to see. That's what I believe. You said, why rush a serious allegation? Okay, it's not that easy, because they need to go over the case with his lawyer. Well, so he might need more evidence. They might need to collect more evidence. They had since July though, so I don't know what else they need to go over. You had since July. You should have already been going over something, right, or no? Maybe they do. Maybe they. I don't even know what part of it do they get. Oh, discovery. I don't know if they have that. They're not talking about that until you get to trial, I guess. So you only at the arraignment. You only there he's not getting locked up because he's not in jail. Another question would be, what that lurks in my mind as far as Megan, that makes me look at Megan, I said Megan, is why did he get bail? How could he get bail? That's another question that I had. It just don't seem confident to me that if you don't show up, I think it's embarrassment. I don't get it. I don't get that. So yeah, he got to put down $190K, to stay out of jail. So people, because we all want to know what's going on. You would think that because he's not in jail, that says a lot. It does say a lot more so to me that he's offered bail. That's what I'm saying. It lurks in my mind that he's offered bail. And I asked the loved one what they thought, and they said this. They said aggravating and mitigating circumstances around the case could be the reason why he got bail, because I really wanted to know why, if you shooting somebody, why you ain't just locked up? Why they don't give everybody bail? Why did he get bail? Do you guys know? Vita, what do you think about that? Basically, what I'm saying is Megan waited so long that it's possible that even the case looks crazy to them. They don't believe her because she waited so long. Another thing that I'd like to get into, the fact that Megan is working to clean up her reputation, and she's working with, Beyonce, which makes sense why she's working to clean up her reputation. Beyonce is not one. Listen, people talk about Blue Ivy, her baby. I was asking, did she have that baby? People talk about her at the Super Bowl, and how when she started singing, the lights went out. It just a lot. And Beyonce never, ever reacts to her emotions. She don't never talk. She keeps quiet. So now that Megan is working with Beyonce, it made a little bit more sense to me why she might make choices that she did. Because what she did was, She did a PSA. I call it a PSA. She did like this thing for New York Times. And she made a little video, which I liked. I think what she said was speaking facts. I'm going to play it. It's Instagram. And of course, the Neighborhood Talk posted it. It says, Megan Thee Stallion on why she speaks up for black women. I was shot as I walked away. We were not in a relationship. Okay, that's the caption on the thing, title thing.
Color. She's got to be strong because that's just the expectation. Loving herself, but not too much because then she's conceited. Being his lady in the streets, but his freak in the sheets. Inheriting her grandma's love, but always loving the wrong one. Twerking for her man, but not with her friends. Being constantly told she's too much or not enough.
The most disrespected person is the black woman.
Constantly having to prove she's a victim because society sides with a man. Not being able to express her traumas because she can't show no weakness. Is constantly told that she's too dark, too thin, too thick, too much of a bitch. Being murdered, beaten, abused, then questioned if she evoked all of it. She marches for everyone else, riots for everyone else, dies for everyone else. But when it comes down to her, it ain't a mother in sight. What does it mean to be?
So what y'all think about her PSA? A lot of people have a lot of opinions. The fact that this came out right during her arraignment definitely shows me that she's working clearly with Jay-Z and Beyonce. Personally, I think it's professional and clean. It's a way to clean her reputation up. But I would hope that Megan will really watch who she's hanging around. Like, seriously, stop hanging around. She went to Cardi B's party, and it's rumors about her fighting. Her ex-stylist, how she's getting drunk. That should not be happening right now. If you want people to take you serious, you should not be happening. You got to pull yourself together. You got to have to find some other way to have fun. You got to rediscover something else because this is not working for you. This is giving more. She's talking about people who coming against her and how you can't, gotta be strong, you can't twerk for your friends, but you have to twerk for your man. You have to prove that you're a victim. It's a great gesture. Everything is good. What she's saying is indisputable. However, you still hanging around ratchetness and you trying to tell, so they're just going to use this shit against you. Like, really, you gave them more time to watch you. That's what happened. Well, you didn't give them that time. They requested a reschedule. You know what they going to do? Like Vita said. And I would say they collecting on you. Like they should do. They should be collecting on you. Watching your moves. No, he has a protective order, but don't be deceived. You are a superstar. You are a mega star. To me, because, hey, you out here in the public. So his lawyer, his people, his team, his fans, they watching you. And lo and behold, better believe that these little fights, these rumors of fights, all of that is going to be before the court. And it's not going to be good for your look. It's not going to help her. And just like that, after she put that beautiful thing out, here comes the negativity, okay? Here is what someone said, and I'm going to pull it up. She got flack just that quick. Just that quick, okay? Let me show y'all. It's on my email. So let me see. Because I did a screenshot. It says somebody down here, right? Down here says if at the Stallion is taking advantage of this protect black women and pandering, she gonna lose a lot of fans when the facts come out. Damn, I messed that up. Let me try that again. If Megan Thee Stallion is taking advantage of this protect black women and pandering, she going to lose a lot of fans when the facts come out. And this was right after this video came out. Here's what Megan said back. This is exactly the type of dumb comment that makes me scream, protect black women. Please tell me why I would need to lie about being shot to promote the protection of black women. Like, out of all the things to lie about, this is sad coming out of a black man's mouth. And that is very true. That is very true. Based on the whole context of the video that you just heard, you doing everything she said. You're beating her up for trying to be strong through this. You're beating her up for saying she was shot. Y'all call her a snitch. I wish you call me a snitch if I call the cops on a person that look, the woman, if she did not tell on Tory, y'all said that no one's going to protect her because she's not protecting herself. I understand that. That's reasonable. I understand that. However, she's being called a snitch. If she would have went out, she would have been called a snitch. It's like y'all won't let her do what's right for her, period, without tearing her down. And again, like she said, coming from a black man's mouth. It is a case between two black people too. So you're going to have to choose one. You're going to have to choose one, whether you on her side or you on Tory's side. Personally, let me say this. I don't want to see Tory suffer. I don't. At the worst, I will hope that he has to go back to Canada, because at least he's not in prison like my loved one. At least he wouldn't be stuck. He can still see, touch, be with his kids or his son. He can be with his family. But if he's guilty, then he gonna pay the piper. He gonna pay the piper. And the crazy thing about it is, you talking about how he said that you're gonna lose a lot of fans when the facts come out. Then they not fans. They not fans in my opinion. Shoot. When the facts come out. So this guy, it has the charges on him, which means they have enough to charge him. The DA, as I said from the beginning, the state. Okay, she's the witness. They have enough. They feel they have enough to charge him with 22 years and 8 months. And you mean to tell me this man rescheduled his arraignment? Megan, you're going to have to be real careful. You can't be out here at parties with Cardi, with Barty. You can't be doing that. If you really trying to win this case, I don't know if you're trying to get him, you're trying to save the brother or not, but this is not smart. You got to be careful. You got to stop hanging around these people. Okay, it was a fake. No, I don't know if it was fake, but there's this video going around on around social media of the supposed security guard who was in the car. Supposedly he said something. He came out and said, try to put the blame on Kelsey. Kelsey is the other one in the car. Okay, I got it here. Try to put the blame on Kelsey. No one was blaming her. Now they trying to blame her. So they can't. This is crazy, but this is mayhem. But you know what? These types of things happen. These types of things sure do. They sure happen when you guilty. Everybody, you start blaming everybody. You start trying to see who fit to blame. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get that. Let's go ahead and play this supposed security guard. Okay.
Everybody was in the car, then Tory walked in. They all drunk
so
already.
low.
Mind you, I'm outside. My weapon is in the car. Tory and Meg get to arguing. Kylie's outside at the pool still. Tory and the girl in the car start arguing. Meg walk out because she find out such and such. Tory been messing with both of the women in the car. You know how that go already. Tory got in trouble. Meg hops out the car. Tory and the girl fighting over the gun. Excuse me. Tory and the girl fighting over the gun. The gun accidentally goes off because everybody was in the car, then Tory walked in. They all accidentally goes off in the midst of them fighting for it, and the girl shoots, and the bullet accidentally gets near Megan. That's why it didn't hit no tendon, because it grazed her. It didn't actually hit her. She's lying like it hit her, which accidentally goes off in the midst of them.
So you hear that? So now they trying to say it was her, Kelsey. They blaming Kelsey. So you know what you gonna do, Tory? Your people, you know what's gonna happen. Tell Kelsey gonna tell you the truth. She's gonna tell the truth because now y'all trying to put it on her. Y'all putting Y'all putting pressure on Kelsey when she was quiet the whole time. She wasn't saying nothing. She was, you ain't know what she was thinking because she quiet. And that's what I like to be too. I don't like people to know what I'm thinking. I like them to not hear nothing. When it's time to be quiet, it's time to be quiet. Keep them so they can run their mouth and tell on themselves. That's what you do. And yes, 99, I absolutely agree with what you said. So yeah, they trying to put it on Kelsey, but Kelsey says she got Megan's back. Now this is crazy. This whole story is crazy. So here is a post, where someone confronts Kelsey now about that tape. She ain't been saying nothing really. She been speaking in nothing but codes, okay? But here, let's see. So this person says, "Fly, walk, run with God," and this is long. So let me drink a sip of water. Because your mouth get dry when you talk. Says this you here, hold up. This you here where Tory's bodyguard is saying you and Tory was fighting over the gun in that house the stallion got shot. He's saying that I just listened to the recording on a blog. Girl, that's so crazy that they're trying to pin this on you. Also, even though the bodyguard said it was an accident, but I know that part a lie because you have to cock a gun to make it shoot. Just them saying that blew my mind because people were commenting saying you tried to shoot Meg, and I know y'all been in each other's lives for 6 years plus, and even though you all are not speaking now, that love just don't go away, and you never know how God fixes things as long as you all don't hurt each other or do any harm. So Kelsey responded and she said, "That's cat. I ain't do nothing but the right thing that night, what any friend would do." Whoa. So obviously by that statement, this is why Kelsey ain't been saying nothing, because every statement she make is going to be telling something or not saying nothing, which is going to lead us to believe it's a lot more. So what happened? Something happened there. It obviously did. No, it's funny because Megan said that she did not hit him. She did not touch him. She didn't put her hands on him. So she ain't put her hands on him. This is going to be very interesting to find out what happened for her to have to do what any friend would do. For her to have to do the right thing that night. What the hell would be the right thing? That tells me right there in that statement that she didn't accidentally shoot no Megan. She says, I ain't do nothing but the right thing that night. What any friend would do. She didn't shoot Megan, guys. She didn't accidentally shoot Megan. That's out. I bet. Based on her statement. Because if she did, that's not what she would say. It would sound more like you might have popped him in his face, or you might have tried to fight him, or you might have helped fight him. But then Megan says she didn't fight him. So it's strange. You know, I'm kind of can't wait to see these details that come out. I want to see what y'all see. Let me see what these people said. So one person in neighborhood, this is of course neighborhood talk. That says this is a long ass episode of the first 48. I know that's right. Girl, I'm tired of all three of them. Take it up with the Lord. I know that's right. But somehow her and Meg ain't friends no more. I don't have time for these codes and missing pieces. Spill the full true story or don't talk about it no more. Right. This shooting got more parts than trapped in the closet. She wouldn't have to defend herself if she just told us what happened. Cat, if that's the case, why you ain't been defending her? But you know what? I've been on her for that. However, sometimes most times shutting your mouth is the best thing you can do. Everything, we tear her apart with everything they say. Everything they say, we cut them apart in half and we examine, we dissect these people. So the best thing for her to do is to shut her mouth. So I get why she's not talking. Bro, I'm so tired of this story. It ain't even our business at this point. Let the courts handle it. I know it is. We all in their business. Kelsey's innocent. If y'all keep up with Milagro and they talking about Millie. Milagro on Twitter, she's very good at putting pieces together. She's just posted the video of them arresting the dude that tried to flee the scene towards security. So that's what some of the people are saying. Some are torn. Some are tired of. Most of these people are tired of the story. And frankly, I'm ready too for it. Now, let's see what y'all saying. I'm going to start up here with Serene says, oh, that's Jason Lee. Damn, that my bad. 99 said, maybe Tory's waiting for us. Maybe he's waiting for her to self-destruct. I agree. I mean, I think his, I don't know. The lawyer is smart. So the lawyer is going to be waiting for her to self-destruct. Tory is, I think, scared because the charges are on him. If he did it or did not do it, he's still scared. Wouldn't you be? Like, wouldn't we be if we had charges of that and we facing up to 22 years? We scared regardless. So, to push the court date back, push it. I knew it was going to be a long process. Getting caught up in court ain't, even if for a traffic ticket, do not, because they will push stuff back and your next court date, 3 months. You don't want it to be in another state. It's just a nightmare. Vita says, Vita says lawyer. Megan is known to be aggressive when she drinks. That she went to a party and got up in her ex-stylist's face, who's a male. She also admitted to the world that she went to jail for hitting her ex. Absolutely. I agree, Vita. That's exactly what they're going to say. Absolutely. Okay, so Matagni says they added those new charges a couple of days before the first court date, so it's normal that they ask for a continuance or you know what, that's true, or a reason. They'll now obtain new evidence regarding all of the charges. Absolute. You know what? That's very true. Hey Unrick. Shout out to the mob. And then you said your lawyer can attend court dates without you being present, as you're not required to. Because they said, Malaga, I got you. Your lawyer can attend court dates without you being present, especially in arraignment, as you're not required to be there every step of the way, and no high-profile client will go against their lawyer's recommendations. You know what? That is extremely true. I still don't understand, if you're not guilty, why do you have to? Do he not have enough evidence? Do he not have enough? What evidence does he have to have, though? Like, I don't understand that. What evidence do you have to say I didn't do it? If they have, what do they? I mean, because I would think that by now, first I thought that, that they could just match up the gun bullets, that is the fragments in her foot, to the gun. But then it's an unregistered gun. Now anybody can. Now they're trying to pin that gun on Kelsey. First, they was trying to I think they was going to try to pin the gun on the security guard, because it's unregistered and it's not assigned to nobody. But if they have fingerprints and they have the fragments, they can definitely pin it on the person. But if that was the case, when they just arrest the person, it's just strange. So y'all, that was that. That was it. That's that. Just thank y'all for joining me tonight on this live. Definitely appreciate you. They have to prove she's lying point blank. Yeah, point blank. They have to prove that she's lying. And I don't know. I just hope that I hope they figure it out. I do, because I don't want to have to be going against Tory Lanez, but I will tell you this: if he shot, and I do believe he shot her. What do y'all think? What do y'all feel? If you want to share it, what do you feel like Megan shot? I mean, do you feel like Tory shot Megan? Do you feel like Tory? I don't even care if you think that she shot at the ground and it hit her. Do you think he directed the weapon to Megan? I do. I think that he directed this weapon to Megan. And I agree with one of them people in the comments that he could also say it's self-defense. He can say that it's self-defense. But that's my question. Like, what type of self-defense? If somebody's fighting you, you have a right to shoot them. Is that self-defense? If they hitting you with their fists, and he does, how do you get to say you're not even supposed to have a gun? I'm asking you because I don't know, not because I'm being anything but don't know. Honestly, at this point, I don't know. Okay. I'm asking you, like, how he does not have. I think he did it and he's scared to admit it. I'm with you, Serene. But I don't understand, if you're not supposed to have a gun, and you it's an unregistered gun, so that's illegal. You're not licensed to carry. Like, you're not supposed to have a gun. How do you get to use self-defense with a gun and beat the charges? Maybe he can beat the assault charges and not beat the firearm. Hey, if the police could say it, so could he. If the police could say it, so could he. Right? Let's say he has no evidence. We can also question the court's decision to grant bail. I know they could have locked him up, so we have to question both. That's what I said. The one thing lurking in my mind is why they even give him bail. But then mitigating, I'm trying to remember what my boyfriend's, mitigating and aggravating circumstances can determine bail. Maybe they don't believe her. That's what I think. Maybe if they gave him bail because she waited so long, and I don't know if they listening to the public. It's a high profile case. I'm sure in these cases they look at the public. My thing is, she said her back was, excuse me. She said her back was turned. He allegedly shot the gun. So I'm just like, girl, how you know? Well, I just think it's common sense. I can understand the court don't care about that unless you prove beyond a reasonable doubt. But she ended up back in the car, so I'm sure they were talking. I'm sure there was a conversation. I'm sure somebody was like already escalated. I'm sure, like, I could understand if she had her back turned and they rode off, but she ended up back in the car, so she is aware. So it's like I'm trying to process of elimination, and I still, like, with me in my mind, he did it, so everything is lining up to it. That it's one thing if she got in the car and nobody was talking and they didn't say anything. Kelsey was mom, Tory mom, security guard mom. Everybody sitting with their back straight looking forward. But that's not reality. You get shot and you get back in the car. First of all, I'm thinking why would I get in the car if you shoot me? I'm thinking I was made to get back in the car. I mean, get in this motherfucking car. Or we all, I don't know. But I'm just thinking because you have to, because she was in the car. She got out the car, the SUV. I agree with Spice that they could get him on the gun charge. I think so. I don't know about the assault, though. That one's looking a little crazy. It's a little shaky. It's looking a little shaky because, I don't know. Megan's team requested that they give him a $1.1 million bail, and they made it $190,000 instead. That's another problem. I know. They even decreased the bail. They decreased the bail. I think they ain't really believe in Megan. I don't really think they believe in her either. She out partying. And this is the stuff that really kind of is crazy and it's annoying. She's out partying. How anybody gonna believe you was shot and you out partying and you out having a good time like nothing happened and you didn't tell them? You didn't tell them. Are you trying to help Tory not get locked up? And just take the scrutiny from the public, lose your fans, risk that, risk your career for a man that was allegedly, flirting with Kylie, sleeping with you, because that's what the rumor is. They say that he was messing with Kelsey too. We don't know. We will find out. But is you protecting a man like that you can't protect your own self? That you can't, girl, what is going on? And then they're gonna put that in her face. The bodyguard said it's his gun and not Tory's gun. Oh, yeah? So he taking a charge for Tory. I ain't even hear that. Okay, I gotta go back and listen. He did. And then he said Kelsey got the gun somehow. Gun charge, yes. Assault, no. That's what I'm thinking. So I feel bad. But then again, I feel like Megan needs to wake the fuck up and stop. You gotta, she said it herself. She gonna protect her energy, but you're not doing it. You gotta stop. You gotta change that. You gotta take this serious. You're not Cardi B, honey. They not gonna let you act a nut and threaten people and steal you out. You're not in jail. You don't have privilege. She don't. But Cardi seemed to, she out of it. She just went to court for her stuff. You a different case. They're not gonna help you. K Sunshine said party. K Sunshine said partying. She's supposed to be acting traumatized due to being shot by someone you friends with. Exactly. You out partying. And I noticed on some of the videos with her and Cardi B, she all in Cardi's face. I'm looking at one point, I'm like, girl, Cardi don't want you. She look like she don't even really, she not hyped like that. Why you in her face? You don't notice when people really don't want to be bothered with you? I saw that. And I would be watching. She needs to watch. This should be teaching her a lesson. It's not teaching her. She not learning. It's teaching, but she not learning. In her article, she stated they were not in a relationship, and academics learn from lawyers that if they consider it a random attack and not a domestic violence case, the laws won't be aggressive. Well, hey, if hey, it's her life. It's her life. And she just wanted to go away. And if she I get the feeling though, she probably didn't even want to get him in trouble. He did that to her. She probably initially did not want to even have him get in trouble like that and mess his career up. But the public pressure after that TMZ video came out of them, being under arrest, I think that's why she kind of came out. I don't know, but we shall see. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for chilling with me. I'm out, and I thank you guys. You have a good night. Oh, wait. Let me read what Vita says. Next thing they call EJ to the stand, asked him how aggressive Megan was with them. They could call people to the stand to talk about her little character. I know. And they probably will. And he's fired. He fired a disgruntled ex-employee. He didn't seem disgruntled, but after the fight, he might want to just say a few words, especially if they offer him a few dollars. She messing herself up. I'm going to be in her